Okay, I know I haven't updated my blog for quite a while here, but I'm about ready to end the season here, so I thought I'd get one last update in, and I decided to do a video entry this time. So here we go. These are the deck peppers. I don't know if I had mentioned in an earlier post, but I moved some of them over to the mulch garden over there because I was running out of room up here. Once the plants get big and spread out, I have to move some of them. So we'll start over here with my yuba tuba. This is the only one of them I've got. Doing real good. It's been a great plant, produced a lot of pods, and as you can see, I got plenty of them on here still. Plenty of ripe ones too. Here's a nice ripe one, actually a little overripe, getting a little soft. Here's one just now getting ripe. It's got a little bit of greenish in it yet. Plenty of ripe ones on here. So, real nice shaped pods. We'll move on to my Aji Lemon #1. This plant has had stuff fall on it a number of times. You can see here a dead branch that I have got a couple plants that have been on this railing that blew down in windstorms and fell on top of it, but the rest of it's still going real good. You can see plenty of ripe pods on there. I've harvested so many off these plants, it's ridiculous. Here's my second one. Again, ton. You can see leaves are falling off these, from the cold weather, but they're still going. So again, just tons of ripe pods on there, and I've harvested just a billion of them. My third one, this one doesn't have quite so many, but like I said, I've harvested so many of them already. Still doing good though. You can see the leaves falling off of these. Even some of the pods are falling off now with the colder weather. My cayenne, I gotta harvest a bunch of these and dry them for flakes here. You can see they're pretty much all ripe that are on hanging. There's a few green ones on there, but quite a few red ones yet. So that'll be one more harvest. This was my black pearl. This is the one I started on Christmas Day last year, and just was a really nice plant, real pretty plant. You can see some of them are a reddish color, and they eventually turn black and eventually shrivel up like that when they get beyond ripe. But I'm going to harvest a bunch of those for seed for next year, or trades. My Reaper, Carolina Reaper, which is supposed to be a Reaper, which is either a cross or just an impure strain, because the pods are close to being Reaper-like, but not quite. So they're plenty hot, but it's not a true Reaper. So I don't know if I'll bother growing this anymore until they get the strain pure. It's got its issues right now. And my Thai Dragon, I got a lot of pods off this and made flakes out of them already, but about ready to pull all these and turn these into flakes too. There's not many green ones left. They're almost all red, but small plant, but puts out a lot of pods. Okay, and these are the ones that I moved over to the mulch garden to make room on the deck shelf there. And this is my Thai hot plant, which is not what I expected. I guess this is an ornamental Thai hot, and then there's the regular Thai hot, which I grew last year. And I was hoping for the same this year, but this is the ornamental version. So probably won't be growing this anymore. But it was kind of a nice, it's actually 2 small plants. You can see there, but they're all ripe pretty much right now. But I'm not going to harvest any of these for anything. It's just more of an experiment. My extra black pearl, this one kinda, it was a lot more lush a while ago, and I don't know, it looks like something might have gotten a hold of it and I don't know, did something, because it's not really thriving real well right now. It's got plenty of nice pods on it, but it was a nicer plant. I guess maybe it's just the cold, it started dropping leaves. Then we move on to my twilight, and this one's kind of leaning over. I don't know if it's the wind. We've had quite a bit of wind on a few days here, but I harvested a whole bunch of pods off this about 4 weeks ago, and you can see there's still a bunch on there. Some nice colors, but they're mostly the red ripe stage now, so it's not going to get much more color in it. There's some nice ones under there. But it turned into a real nice plant. It's one of my favorite to grow. And we move on. I grew this one for the first time to see what it would be like this year. It's called a 5-color marble, and I guess you can see maybe 5 colors on there, but it certainly isn't nearly as pretty as the twilight. So I don't think I'll be growing this one anymore. I'll probably harvest some of the seed just to have it. My fish pepper, looks like something's been attacking it. But I harvested a ton of pods off this one this year too, and made them into flakes and other stuff. There's still plenty on there, but it's getting pretty ragged looking. I don't know if I'll harvest any more of those or not. I got plenty of seed. My first manzano, these things got huge. I don't know, that one branch there to the left has got to be close to 4 feet from the base of the trunk. And they don't produce a whole lot of peppers. And man, are they slow growing, but I've got several on here. Here's one. Here's one. It's like 1 per branch. Looks like something got a hold of that one. I've seen that on a few of these. But these are all still green. I didn't get a whole lot of ripe ones. There's one there. Another one there. Nice, really thick flesh peppers. But takes forever for them to ripen up. Here's a ripe one that got something tore into that one too. Just a couple more. There's a couple more. Man, something really attacked these. Look at that. But boy, you sure don't get a whole lot of peppers off them. But as you can see, like, they're still putting out blooms. Pretty blooms. So I don't know if I'll be growing those anymore or not. They take up an awful lot of room for the amount of peppers they put out. And next we'll go over and check out the hot Hungarian wax. A hot Hungarian wax. I moved them over here because this is where they get the most sun during the day. With the days getting real short, they weren't getting a whole lot of sun where they were, and so I moved them here. I think the heat at night from the driveway helps too, but there's not a whole lot of peppers left on them. I've harvested them pretty much as I got, several ripe ones or near ripe ones. There's a nice pod there. There's a red one that's actually beyond ripe down here. But I got a few more I got to harvest yet for before the end of the year. They're actually putting out blooms yet too. This one has quite a few more, and it's actually 2 or 3 plants per container here. You got several pods on there yet. This one has several also. And this does that one, so I'll get a few more jars of sliced peppers for those, out of those. And here's something pretty cool. My hardy hibiscus plants, these things are cool. That thing's huge. You can see it's as big as a dinner plate. I just started growing those this year. But oh yeah, I'll update you on my tomatoes too. And here's what's left of my tomatoes. Probably should have pulled them a while ago, but I just decided to let them go as long as they could, and they're still going pretty strong. As you can see, there's plenty of green tomatoes still out here. I've harvested the first main harvest quite a while ago, and there weren't many left on here. This one's just starting to get ripe. After the first harvest, there weren't many on here, but all of a sudden they put out a whole nother batch of tomatoes, but it just wasn't long enough of a season for them to get big and ripe, so they're, you know, they're not going to go anywhere. But I thought I'd let them go as far as they could. I picked two of them just a few days ago. They weren't real big, you know, but about the size of these, but they were ripe, so. But that's it. I'll be pulling these out here pretty soon too.